Hey y'all, my name's Emily, and I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about myself and my teaching philosophy. So if you knew me, you would know that I love naps. If you knew me, you would know that I love Grey's Anatomy. If you knew me, you would know I love kids. If you knew me, you would know that I come from a family of 5 kids. If you knew me, you know that my family isn't perfect. If you knew me, you know that growing up, I was always that kid who was afraid to ask questions in class when I didn't understand the material. If you knew me, you would know that I didn't believe I could do anything more than the example my family had set for me. You have potential, but failure is not an option. Reach for the stars. Elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools are full of quotes just like these plastered all over the walls. To elementary school me, these quotes didn't hold much value at all. In fact, the quote, "failure is not an option," didn't do much more than scare me. I was convinced that the number or letter grades that I made in a class defined my potential, and that I couldn't do anything on my own. I say all of these things about myself to give you a better understanding of what shaped my teaching philosophy. I don't think that it's fair to ask a teacher or future teacher to look at a list of teaching philosophies that tell you what to teach and how to teach it, because every person has a story. When I say that I love kids, I'm not just saying that I like playing with kids. My whole life I've worked in church nurseries, I've taught vacation Bible schools, I've worked at summer camps. The most important thing I've learned through all of that and about being relational with kids is the fact that every child has a story. Every kid, every teacher, every mom and dad as well come from different backgrounds. Some have solid home lives with a mom, a dad, financial security, and a home full of love, while others don't have parents, they live in bad situations, and they have no idea what it looks like to be loved and cared for. And there are an endless amount of people who fall in between these two. One of the things I was taught this past summer in work training to lead a cabin full of girls week after week is that some kids need more attention than others. When I first heard this, I didn't agree with it. I was like, how is that fair, especially in a classroom setting or a camp setting, to treat certain kids with more attention? But the truth of the matter is that some kids are more independent than others. Some kids believe in themselves, while others are convinced that they have no potential. And so it is important to pour into those kids that don't believe in themselves, and obviously pour into the others also, but every child has a story. Growing up in school, I was one of those kids who hid in the back of the classroom. I made mediocre grades and I ran away from teachers. The teachers who had the biggest impact on me were those who showed interest in what I cared, were interested in what I cared about, and they showed that they believed in me and they pursued me because I was afraid to pursue them. The purpose of education is to create a well-rounded, hardworking individuals with knowledge about the world and to prepare them to be valuable members of society with high morals. The essence of education is not simply to memorize facts and call that knowledge. The essence of education is to develop students in all aspects of life from a young age. The teacher plays the biggest part in this. I think it's so important for a teacher to be able to connect with each child in the classroom and to make those students feel comfortable by demonstrating his or her love for them. I feel like a teacher has done his or her job well when students believe in themselves, when they're learning the book knowledge as well as respect and leadership skills. A teacher has done his or her job well when that "you have potential" phrase comes to hold great weight in their classroom, and that students know that they have the potential to be great. If you really knew me, you would know that I'm the first in my family to go away to college. If you really knew me, you would know that I now find my identity and my potential in Christ and His plan for my life. If you really knew me, you would know that I have potential, I can reach for the stars, and that one bad grade or subject material that I don't understand does not mean that I'm a failure.